Volkswagen's current ad campaign trumpets the theme, "Drivers Wanted." And judging by the cars they've been turning out recently, they really mean it. Their newest car is this 2001.5 Passat. Already near the top of its class in European sales, the new Passat now aims to raise the expectation for mid-size family sedans in America. That's a tall order for a land dominated by Camry, Accord, and Taurus. So what do we think? Well, we think the Volkswagen Passat is one of the finest family sedans your hard-earned money can buy. In fact, we said as much in 1999 when the Passat took top honors in our Motor Week Drivers' Choice Awards for Best Family Sedan. And since then, and especially for this mid-year 2001.5 introduction, the Passat has been changed and improved in almost every way. Like the Passat's stylish exterior enhancements, the front end sports a more sharply raked grille, projector-style front lamps, a more generous helping of chrome, and a bolder VW logo. The Passat's rear has also been smoothly reworked and frames newly shaped tail lamps. Changes under the hood are more noticeable, however, if you equip your Passat with a base GLS 1.8-liter turbocharged four-cylinder, as horsepower has been boosted from 150 to 170 and torque increased from 155 to 166 pound-feet. Our premium GLX tester comes standard with the 2.8-liter V6 that, like the previous car, produces 190 horsepower and 206 pound-feet of torque. Like the four-banger, it utilizes dual overhead cams and 5 valves per cylinder, but no turbo. 0 to 60 times average 7.3 seconds, with the quarter-mile passing in 15.6 seconds at 92 miles per hour. Power is plentiful in the lower and middle ranges of the power band, but flattens considerably near the red line. Our GLX came with the standard 5-speed manual transmission that, despite its somewhat rubbery nature, delivers positive shifts. A 5-speed Tiptronic self-shift automatic is optional on all front-drive Passats and standard with 4-motion all-wheel drive. The Passat's ride and handling characteristics have also been enhanced thanks to an increase in torsional rigidity to the unitized body. That advancement not only gives the Passat a hewn-from-granite aura of solidity, but also allowed the 4-link front torsion beam rear suspension to be dialed in to produce a more nimble car. And nimble yet solid was a recurring phrase on our evaluation sheets after several runs through our low-speed slalom. At no time did the Passat feel squirrely or nearly out of control. And while the Passat's rack and pinion steering is typically Germanic in soft feel, rapid side-to-side exchanges were handled expertly and without fanfare. Assisting in control is a traction control combo of EDL, electronic locking differential, that uses brake pressure to regulate wheel slip up to 24 miles per hour, and ASR anti-slip reduction that modulates throttle response. The nimble yet solid theme is equally evident out on the highway, where the Passat gives you a comfortable and controlled driving experience. Although we have noticed that all Volkswagens seem to be more softly sprung of late, and the Passat does tend to float a bit on undulating secondary roads. And during our braking test, where the 4-wheel ABS disc brought our GLX tester down from 60 and 126 feet, we did notice a tendency for the rear end to step out a bit if the front wheels were slightly off-center. But our drivers raved about the Passat's ABS system. It provides just enough feedback to let you know it's working and not a lot of noise and chatter. The only noise and chatter in the Passat's rich interior comes from the occupants, and in this well-appointed environment, it's likely to be muted. Our GLX came with plush and supportive leather 8-way power seats for driver and passenger. Lumbar supports and heated surfaces are included. The driver faces a leather-wrapped multifunction steering wheel that tilts and telescopes, and a handsome IP with chrome-ringed analog gauges. The center stack can house a navigation system not yet available here, so it looked underutilized on our car. A monsoon stereo system with 8 speakers, but only a cassette is standard GLX fitment. In-dash CD player and trunk-mounted changer are optional. But an electronic fully automatic climate control system with rear vents and pollen filter is standard on GLX, as are side impact airbags and the new side curtain protection that cushions heads front and rear. In the rear, you'll find a comfortable and class average amount of space for 2 adults, although there are seating positions for 3. And the spacious trunk can handle up to 15 cubic feet of cargo. Although prices have gone up slightly, the 2001.5 Passat sedan is still quite affordable. Base price on the GLS 1.8T is $22,300. The GLS V6 starts at $24,600. The top-line GLX begins at $29,300. 4Motion adds another $2,835. And don't forget, a Passat wagon is also available. Now, admittedly, you can buy an Accord, Camry, or Taurus for thousands less than Passat. Indeed, if you just want a family four-door, then the Passat is more car than you'll ever appreciate. But when it comes to the cutting-edge family sedan, we think the 2001.5 Volkswagen Passat jumps higher than its competitors can see.